Hey guys, welcome back to my page, DIY with Crafty Sarah. 2 times today. We'll see if we can do any better this time than we did the last time. Let me tell you, you guys, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. So I think there might be some on tonight that weren't on this afternoon. So I'm going to do these little Christmas tree ornaments, and they are church windows, you guys. They are church windows. They are so cute. I couldn't wait to do them. So I'm like, if I'm going to do them, I'll come back on and do them with you guys. So that's what we're doing. Hi, Diane. So I'm going to Mod Podge paper onto the back side of these. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to let it dry. And then we will paint these. So Mod Podge on here. It's very simple. I'm back. Yeah, look at I finished it. It is 18 inches big, Stephanie. Isn't that the cutest stinking thing ever? And it is not from that same company, but it sure looks like it. Holy cow. I love that stinking thing. So I'm going to Mod Podge. And you guys, I was trying to think of paper to put on the back of this. And I have some different Christmas papers that I've gotten from Hobby Lobby through the years. So that's what I'm doing. Didn't it turn out cute? No, it's not the same one. It's not the same designer. But it sure looks like it. But it is not. These also look like that because these little flowers stack. But I don't think this is either the same company either. I'm just going to put a generous coat of Mod Podge on my little church's windows, and then we're going to let that dry. I better put some water in there. That Mod Podge gets hard, and you got yourself a mess. And I will have it on a whatnot, but I will not have it on my next whatnot. My next whatnot is on August 7th. And that's going to be strictly chalk couture. And it's going to be a ton of surfaces and like bundles of surfaces with what matches it. So I picked almondine to be my color of these. It's just kind of it's a little bit, I don't even know what to tell you. It's not ivory, because ivory's kind of yellowish. It's not buttermilk. Again, kind of yellowish. So I just thought maybe this one might be it's just kind of a beigey color. I am going to kind of, yeah, because then you get the transfer and the surface that goes with it. But then I found a box full of chalk couture surfaces, slim cuts, and I don't know if I have the transfers for those or not. I'm sure I do or did. I mean, they might be in my stash of what I've used, but I'm not going to sell used ones. I will basically give those away. If they're used and I'm not using them, my Perks Club and my downline, they can have first dibs on those. We do have a new paste color of the month this month. It's Home, which was a paste color of the month. Where is it? Do I not? Or was that an ink? That might have been an ink. I think it was an ink. And let me look here. Pretty sure it was an ink. Nope, that says cadet. Look, maybe not. There it is. So it's so the color that we had was an ink. Now it is a shimmer paste. So if you have a $75 order, then you can get that. You can order up to 3 of those. And if you're a Perks member, you get 30% off of that. And if you're a designer, you get 40% off of that. So for us, we have to have like a $45 order, and we can get 3 of them. I just thought these were cute, and I sell ornaments. Oh my gosh, you guys. I sell ornaments in the fall like you wouldn't believe. Just painting these in this almond color, so just kind of basic. Just trying not to get a whole bunch of paint in between. This might be a pretty short live, although these are going to take some time over here. Did you get a notification, Stephanie, by chance? You have to put exclamation point notify. No space in between. I think even all lowercase. And then up will pop a chat bot. If it's working. There's that. Okay. Might have to reach over here and grab my iron because I am going to iron it on here. That seems to be the best for me. Good. I'm glad you got it this time. This afternoon, you guys, my Facebook was being so wonky. It was the craziest thing. I'd be going along and all of a sudden I look up and my screen is black. And then I thought, well, my iPad was not, this is my old iPad. And I don't even think it holds a charge really anymore. But anyway. So I'm going to paint my leaves over here aloe, which is just kind of a sagey green. So I'm just going to paint these, and I'm just going to go over it all, you guys, and then we can go over the berries with the red. And I'm going to do the holly in Hauser medium green. If anybody wants that ghost that we did this afternoon, I'll figure out what he's going to be. He's probably a little more expensive. He's a couple pieces of wood. Or she, should say she. She's way too cute to be a he. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to stick this home back. I'm going to grab my iron, and I need to grab some red for the poinsettia. And so I think I'm going to go with Tuscan red. So I'm just going to grab my little iron here. This is just my little one, my little press. Our snowflakes are white. Oh boy. Sometimes I can take the lids off and just go out of the lid. This white one, it does open pretty easily. So these little berries are white, which I don't know why they're white, because on a poinsettia they're usually yellow. And these little snowflakes are white. And then that little poinsettia is red. Just going to keep my brushes, because if I need to go back over, there's usually enough paint in them that you can do that with no problemo. What'd you guys have for supper? I had a BLT with my own tomato. I had one on my vine, and I made a BLT, and I cut it all up and ate the rest of it. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was so good. Nothing better than a homegrown tomato. Okay. Those are probably good enough. Probably dry enough. I'm going to grab a piece of parchment paper. You think I'd figure out these drawers by now, wouldn't you? I'm like running out of room back here. Someday I'm going to get this organized, you guys. Someday. I feel like it all has to go out. Like out the door. And then come back in. Okay, that'll just take a couple seconds. Got my big old Yeti out here that weighs about a pound. Maybe 5 pounds. But I'll tell you what, you put ice in that thing, and you have ice in the morning. Still in your cup. Okay, I'm just going to do my second coats, and I'm going to throw my brushes in the water. My husband will come home and go, "Why are you live again?" Go, "Because I'm a glutton." I'm a glutton for punishment. It's not punishment, though. I'm going to go back over these one more time, just because I have the paint. We're waiting for that to get hot. I think that is, oh, I need the red, I guess. I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to set this over here so I don't hit it and knock it and spill it and be mad because I did that. Because it can happen, you guys. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen to me. This doesn't look like it's, kind of looks like it's separated or something. So I just picked out, you guys, I buy those little, let me show you, those little notebooks from Hobby Lobby. These little tablets like this, and they're like $5.50, but they're always on special. I don't buy any, I really buy, like, I'm so not kidding. I will not buy much from Hobby Lobby that's not on sale. I just can't. I just can't. Just can't go there. So I'm going to take this almondine and I'm going to paint the thing on the end of these little circles. Because I didn't do anything with those. And they probably wouldn't show anyway, but you know. I sell them, so. And I don't usually do sides, so I don't know why I'm doing that, but I am. You bought these before? Oh, the pad. Yeah. They're great for, like when you need a little piece of paper. I actually bought some on Etsy. And I think, I'm not kidding you guys, I'm pretty sure that they were the same that Hobby Lobby sells. Or maybe not, you know, I don't know. I feel like they were. But I wanted smaller prints. And so, and I wanted the smaller prints to go on the word stackers when you put the designs on the back of them. So I want to do those 3. And these, when these are dry, which they're not, I want to darken the edges of those. So I'm going to set this off to the side for a second, you guys. And put my heat pad up here. And then we will iron the paper on here. And then we'll see if we're stuck. We're good. This could be about a lot less of that. So I've got that one with the little, it's kind of got a green, and I picked some that had some, 2 of them have a little bit of the glittery in them. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they look like. I think we could get another one on there. I'll save that just in case. You guys can print your own paper too. You can go onto Etsy and buy paper, and it's cheap. And I've done that. And I've printed off a gazillion, but I didn't even look at that. So we'll see what these look like when we get them done. So I'm just going to sand this off the side. Give myself a little help here. We'll get back out that good old art glitter glue again. When I was at Michael's this weekend, you guys, I was looking at their scrapbook paper. They wanted $3 and something for a sheet of scrapbook paper. I didn't even see any there that I was that nuts about, but I thought to myself, good night, Nellie. I was like, something, $3.99 or something. I'm like, holy moly. Well, you can go to Hobby Lobby and buy them for like 69 cents a piece or something, or 99 cents a piece. My God, why would you pay that kind of moolah for that? That's nuts. And I didn't even think it was anything that was like spectacular. On the daily, Michael's is expensive. It's probably a good thing we don't have one close. We only have Hobby Lobbies. We don't have any, no Michael's. Michael's for us is 100 for me, like 120 miles away. So when I go to Lincoln or Omaha, I try to hit Michael's just because I don't ever get to go there. But I have frequented them lately. So I had a $10 thing, $10 off, but you guys, I had to really, you have to kind of watch when you order online because you're shipping. So I'm not paying shipping. I thought about doing the stained glass on these because I'm making some lighted churches, and I decided to make my windows stained glass. So I'm going back to a technique that we did when I was in when I did my ceramic classes. And they're turning out as cute as can be. But then those are going to have lights behind them, and these do not. So had these that had lights behind them, I probably would have done them a different way. But because there's no lights, you wouldn't be able to see anything anyway. So I didn't go that way. I didn't go that way. So those are my 3 bases. So I'm going to bring this back up. Actually, I'm going to set it off to the side. I'm going to take these 3. So these are the spacer between the window and the base. So those get glued on first. So we'll get those glued on, and we'll get the top glued on, and then we'll go to this. You just want to make sure that your sides and bottoms and stuff are all equal. Everything is smooth. It looks really cute, you guys, even just like that. So what's everybody have going for the week? Anything? Our school starts, I think, the 12th or the 13th. I think these are going to be beautiful. Beautiful. So I guess I'm going to have to get some of that frog tape and try that and see how that works. Sometimes I think masking tape is too strong. I feel like you got paper sticking out the bottom. I might. I just might. So these are the front of our... So I'm going to take Distress crayons, Tim Holtz Distress crayons, and I'm going to take a makeup sponge, and I'm just going to put that crayon on the bottom of that, just run it back and forth. And I'm going to go down the greenery on this, just to kind of give it a little definition. And you can see it, you guys. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see it. And if you feel like it needs more, just do more. Those are going to be berries. That's green. And if you hit something that you think is not what it should be, you can always go back over it. With your paint, you know. It's kind of an easy way to get a little bit of shading, but not, you know, not really going nuts. And you can always cut your sponge off if it gets to being kind of squirrely. All right, got those. And those are going to be plain. And actually, I could just stick that white in the middle of the poinsettia, because that's where that's going to go. And I don't know if this is dark enough. Let me see. This is dark enough to show up on these? Maybe. Oh yeah, it shows. And they kind of get buried underneath anyway. You guys, I forgot to put my morning greeting on again last night. I usually put my morning greeting on at night before I go to bed. And this morning I thought, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think I did my morning greeting, and I didn't. I need to be on the game. I don't know what the heck. Hey Tina, did you finish yours? I was going to stop. Cindy, Tracy's favorite finds, my girl. If you guys aren't following Tracy, go follow her. She got jacked by Facebook. Okay, so my little church windows. Now I'm going to glue these on, and then we're going to do the berries on these. I didn't even need to do that. That's dumb. Didn't need to do those. Or the center of that. What a goofball. What can I do with this glue? Wipe it on that picture. So see the 3D effect? Aren't they cute? So basically, all you need to do is the outside. Tracy's son started school today. Tanner, I've watched him grow up on Facebook. Like, he went from a little teeny kid, now he's a young man, going to be a junior in high school. Oh, heck, Cindy on here too. We used to hang out when our kids were little. Okay, so those are my 3 windows, my 3 church windows. You just want to make sure that they're to the, you know, their sides are right, because they slip, you guys. They're sneaky. They are sneaky. And I don't really think it matters which flower goes on which one. I mean, in the end, it really doesn't matter. But I will start out doing it the way their picture shows it. So that one is this one. And that goes down just like that. So I guess you're just going to put glue on it and hope it hits where it hits. And if it doesn't, it doesn't, I guess. And that one gets a poinsettia. It gets the holly leaf and the poinsettia. And I did my holly leaves just a little bit different than, and I don't even see the holly under there, but oh, there it is. I'm going to say, but I think I'm going to do it. Because I don't even see it. Well, I do. Right there. That's the only place I see it, you guys, right there. So that's how that goes. That fits just like that. You see one little... So that goes just like that. And the poinsettia goes right on top of that. Now, these little berries, these 3 little berries up here are red. Actually, theirs was turned a little bit, but it doesn't matter. That makes no difference. So I'm just going to take a stylus and stick it in my red, and I'm just going to hit my berries. So that is that one. Isn't that cute, you guys? I think they're adorable. I love them. I love them. I don't think there's anything more fills my heart than sitting in church and looking at stained glass windows. A lot of churches don't have them anymore, but so they kind of really lighten that. So I guess you could use a dry brush and dry brush that. You do you. So I'll probably sell these as a set on Whatnot, or you can order it directly from me. I'm going to have to get a website going, I guess. If I wasn't so chicken. There's those 3 dots. It just puts a little color in there. And those three. And that gets the holly. I should dry that though. Oh, I went black again, you guys. Same stupid thing that happened this afternoon. I still see comments, but Tina, you need to come hang out. You need to come hang out. We only live 20 miles apart, me and Tina. Okay, so I got to figure out which way this will go. There it is. Nope, that's not it. Nope. There it is. That's it. Then I did it and I'll lose it again. I think that was it like that. Nope. Good gravy. Holy moly, I tell you, you guys, I'm scary. I don't even think that's it. That's it right there. Duh. That one gets a snowflake over the top. I think they'd be gorgeous with your twine and a bead. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Gonna get my holly on there before I do those. I think that is exactly the way it goes. It's that same. Then I'll miss it. I'll miss it again. So can't wait for my husband to come home and tell me all about the thievery of our debit card or of our credit card. Some idiot buying furniture or buying something with our Sam's Club. So does it? So if it's Sam's Club, do you think my card was hacked through Sam's Club? If someone's trying to use it as Sam's Club, because I always do that scan and go. Do you think that's a? Do you think I got nailed because of that? So that red on there just is enough little bit of red that it looks classy. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think those are adorable. So what do you think? Love it or love them? Love it or hate it? I think they turned out pretty. Church window ornaments with scrap paper behind them. Oh, I always forget that that turns. It's trying to focus on me. It goes in, it goes out. So I think with twine and a bead, those would be beautiful, you guys. I wonder if that's how I got nailed. Aren't they pretty, my little church windows? Oh my gosh. I think they're adorable. And I may take, excuse me, I may take a, I may just take a small brush, like a small, I don't think I have one here, a small dry brush, and go in and kind of dry brush some of the greenery a little bit, so it's not just basic, plain, you know. But you guys, I'm not kidding you. They are so cute. So cute. Alrighty, guys. I think I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you all so much. And I will see you next time. Let me see if I... Hi, Shirley. We made these 3 little ornaments, church windows. I am back, Doodle. I was going to do these ornaments, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to come back and do these ornaments. So anyway, alrighty, guys. Have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you. Thanks, Stephanie. Alrighty, guys. Hope you sleep well tonight. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.